Before everything sped up, there was a world that breathed at its own rhythm. Streets were quiet, mornings gentle, and every day felt like a story waiting to unfold. Life wasn't easier, but somehow it was lighter. Maybe because people still looked each other in the eyes. Maybe because silence still had space to exist. This is a journey back in time, to when life was slower and happier. Mornings started not with alarms, but with sunlight creeping through old curtains, the sound of a kettle whistling, the smell of toast, and a radio humming softly in the kitchen. No screens, no rush, just the quiet comfort of routine. A family gathered before the day began. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. And in that simplicity, happiness found its home. Streets back then had a soul. The butcher, the baker, the man who fixed your bike. Everyone knew your name. People talked, not texted. Every errand was a small conversation. Every walk a connection. Communities weren't online, they were next door. And every face was a reminder that you belonged somewhere. Children didn't need Wi-Fi to feel alive. They had adventure in every street corner, imagination in every backyard. Dirt on their knees meant a day well spent. They climbed trees, built forts, and came home only when the streetlights flickered on. They didn't capture moments, they lived them. And maybe that's why they still remember them today. Evenings were unhurried. People talked around the dinner table. Laughter echoed louder than television. Letters were written, not typed. And news traveled slowly, giving time to think, not just react. The world outside was changing, but inside those homes, time stood still. There was a kind of beauty in boredom, sitting by the window, watching rain fall, listening to the ticking of the clock, walking without a destination. Today, we fill every second with noise, but maybe happiness was hidden in the quiet moments all along. Life today moves fast, too fast, maybe. But if we stop for a moment, breathe, we might still find pieces of that old peace. Because happiness was never about having more. It was about being present. When life was slower, it was also happier.